Ladies and gentlemen, I am here. I am here to talk about the Cleveland. They lost their game by 29 points to San Antonio Spurs. I cannot believe Cleveland is looking terrible. They are looking terrible, losing by 29 points. I understand San Antonio. San Antonio is a top championship contender, but damn it, how the hell do you lose by 29 points? That is embarrassing. It is embarrassing. This team can't do anything defensively. They cannot. They are now the second team in the Eastern Conference. Boston Celtics have taken over as the one seed in the Eastern Conference. This team is looking terrible. Defensively, they cannot change their life. They are a terrible basketball team on the defensive side of the ball. They need Tyronn Lue doesn't know where they should have won his watch. He seems lost. Um, no defense. They just do not play defense. I don't know what the hell's wrong with this team, but this team, I don't even. LeBron James, he seems at times like he's not into it. He even got hurt. He even got hurt on somebody elbowed him, and here it is next. So now he had to leave the game. But this team, I don't know if they're not. I don't know if they're not motivated because they just won the championship last year. I don't know what the hell's going on. But this team is not looking like they're interested, especially on defense. They look terrible. I was very disappointed. I've been watching some Cleveland Cavaliers game lately, and yeah, they don't look so good. But I thought today would have been a good game for them to get into it and use it, and use it kind of like a playoff game to get back on track. And damn it, they cannot do shit. They are terrible. Man, the Cleveland Cavaliers are terrible on defense. They are bad on defense. They are not a good defensive team at all. Boston may have a chance to actually beat them in a series just because Boston is completely a much better defensive team than the Cleveland is. Cleveland, it is terrible. They are terrible. I don't know how the hell if they go to the finals and they have to play and they play the Warriors. I don't know how the hell they're going to guard them. They're going to get killed. The only reason I think they're still going to go to the finals is because Boston, as good as they are defensively, they're not very good offensively. They got Isaiah Thomas, Al Horford, but they don't really have a lot to work with offensively. So I think that still makes Cleveland better than Boston and being able to beat them. But damn it, Cleveland is not looking good defensively at all. They're very lucky they're in the East and not the West, because if they had to go against teams like Houston, San Antonio, and Golden State, they would be in serious trouble of not even making it to the finals. The only reason I still think they have a chance of making it to the finals is because they got Boston. Yeah, sure, Boston's a pretty good team, especially on the defense. But offensively, they're not very good. They don't have enough pieces to compete with Cleveland Cavaliers. But I don't know. Cleveland looks terrible on defense. I don't know what the hell's going on with Cleveland. I don't know what the hell's going on with this team. LeBron James, I don't know what happened. The guy seemed like he got hurt. I don't know if he just wanted to leave the game because he was upset that the team was just sucking ass. I don't know what the hell's going on with this team. Kevin Love is playing soft like always. Nobody plays defense with this team. Nobody shows up defensively, and this would have been a game where they should have gotten up and showed up, and they did not show up at all. They just don't show up at all, and San Antonio is starting to look more like a championship favorite to me now. They have beaten Golden State 2 times, and they have beaten Cleveland 2 times. So you have to start wondering, saying, is San Antonio the favorite to win the championship? They are undefeated versus both Golden State and Cleveland this year. They are dominating Cleveland. They just dominated Cleveland. Now they got to play, I believe, Wednesday they play Golden State. Is Golden State going to show up, or are they going to set everybody down? I expect now for Golden State to show up. They better show up because San Antonio is coming. San Antonio is coming. They are coming, and they won that championship. They are no longer the black horse, because this year it seemed like it was so Cleveland and Golden State. and they were so on a high level, and then it was San Antonio. Now, to me, you better put San Antonio in there as good as a chance to winning a championship this year as much as Cleveland and Golden State. It is now a 3-team league. It was a two-team league for the championship. Golden State and Cleveland. Put San Antonio in there. San Antonio is hungry, and they are ready to once again try to win a championship this year. So you better respect San Antonio. San Antonio is coming for that championship. They are proving it. They beat the shit out of Cleveland today. Cleveland didn't know what I should have wanted to watch. LeBron James, I don't know if he got hurt or he was just faking it, just trying to get out of the game, because it seemed like they hit him and then he started walking and then he just fell down for no reason. I'm not sure what the hell's going on with LeBron James, if he was just got the hell out of the way. You know what? This is embarrassing. I don't want to play in this shit anymore. I'm not playing. Fuck this. I'm going home. I don't know what the hell happened. I'm not trying to say LeBron James is a scary cat, but damn, it looked a little bit, like he just did not want to play in that game. He was a little bit frustrated that he was like, we ain't about shit right now. I better take my ass back to the hotel and supposedly ice my back because I got hurt. Because damn it, defensively, Tyronn Lue, sir, you need to get your head out of your ass and figure out what the hell you're going to do with this team defensively. This is trash. You are not going to beat neither Golden State or San Antonio with this type of defense. So you have better find a way, Tyronn Lue, LeBron James, Kyrie Irving, and the entire team better find a way to fix this defense. This is shitty-ass defense. Unacceptable the way they did. I was embarrassed. Because this team is just trash right now when it comes to playing defense. Losing by 29 points, unbelievable. Unbelievable. Cleveland needs to get their head out of their ass. They have about a month, if not even less, to get their head out of their ass before they get themselves into the playoffs. And like I said, they are no longer the number 1 seed in the East. Now Boston Celtics are the number 1 seed in the East. So Cleveland, I think they'll be fine if they end up with the 2 seed. We'll see what happens. But it all comes down to them late in the playoffs or in the NBA Finals. If they play this kind of defense, there's no way in how they're beating either Golden State or San Antonio in the NBA Finals. Hell, I don't even know if they can beat the fucking Rocket, the Houston. I don't know. Usually you don't have to worry about Houston because there's no way in how they're making it to the finals. But if they had to play Houston, I don't even know if they can beat Houston with that defense they play tonight. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, I'm the man that runs the plays. I'm gonna leave. But I just cannot believe the way Cleveland played tonight. It was horrendous. It was terrible. It was terrible the way Cleveland played tonight. Absolutely embarrassing. LeBron James, get your head out of your ass. I know it's not you, but you need to get your players around you, your teammates, to get their head out of their ass. And you guys are going to figure out a way. You guys need to figure out a way because you got teams like Toronto and Washington and who are going to be physical with you even if you have to play them in the second round. And you better be as physical. Otherwise, you might not even make it to the finals. You need to understand, it is almost playoff time, and it is time to eat your pork and beans and show up to play, damn it. Ladies and gentlemen, I will catch your ass down the road. Oh, my Lord. Oh, shit. Here, what the fuck? I will see y'all in a few days.